Welcome back to the Brew Crew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 213. Lots of shit to talk about. But first, I wanted to ask you, now that the Twitter files have revealed that they suppressed the liquor before beer research paper done by Harvard, are you going to give back your Pulitzer Prize?
I'm not. I'm going to give back all the liquor that I've had to drink.
Yeah, that was my intro.
Was that rehearsed?
I thought about it for a while.
That was really fluid.
Trying to think, how am I going to deliver? This is a long one. How am I going to deliver that? And it worked out really well.
Good. You know what, JT? This episode's already over. JT's like, take that plastic off.
I didn't say that, by the way. I said if you're concerned about reflection,
take the condom
if
off.
you're concerned about reflection, it's the plastic. And that's how you get around it. That's how you get around wearing them.
Yeah, if you're worried about
just say that the light from the ceiling is reflecting in it and it's blinding you.
This is not its final spot, but I'm still undecided. So this was a Christmas present from Chuggalo Mikey. And since I'm not going to be around, he's like, here you go, son of a gun.
What a good guy.
Yep. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Accompanied by... This is not available. He had to buy this from a Dogfish Head employee.
Holy shit.
Right? And came with some koozies, which obviously the bandana I'm wearing, a couple of openers.
Wow, damn.
All the sweet shit. But yeah, so it's got
that old school feel, man.
No, it's been used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's got a couple of dents in it and stuff. Man. So I said I'm gonna do this on the main show, and he goes, oh no, please don't, in that feminine type voice, because you guys all know from. But yeah, like
it's got that old school Coleman camping cooler.
Right.
Feel
you would kill somebody. This would be a murder weapon.
Oh hell yeah.
And
then you could put them in there.
In the carriage house.
Up,
In the carriage house with the Dogfish Head cooler.
Yes.
So, thank you on camera. So now it's legit.
Thank you on camera, man. Mikey. I don't know if it's. Steph and I were talking about this, whether it's even allowed for us. We got to call him Mike or Mikey. I don't know.
Oh,
no, But is that a best friend's name? Or?
Fun story. It's not actually that long, which all my stories are terribly long.
I love it.
He hates it.
Okay, Mike.
But it's caught on. So like I've always called, because I like having nicknames for everyone. Obviously, Phil, Steph.
Yeah.
It just the shoe fits type thing. Yeah, I think it's fun.
Yeah,
it's pet names in terms of endearment, I guess. Mm-hmm. But with that, it's caught on. Like his dad, we went out for a birthday with his dad and his I guess his Smill. No, not Steph. His Mill. That doesn't work.
His Mill.
It's Lois. And on his birthday card it said Mikey. And I go, really? Is it? And he goes, I don't like it either. But he doesn't say it. He's embraced it. He hasn't complained about it in at least 2 years to me. But everyone now, like at the cabin,
like if you showed up at his work and called him Mikey, he might be like, come on, dude.
Yeah, he'd be like, it'd be like somebody unauthorized getting into where we work and being like, and you'd be more like, how'd you get in here?
Yeah, why are you here?
How'd you do it?
But I'll say he's been pleasantly centrist. I feel like there's like this unspoken Matt versus JT thing, and no one started it or anything. Not versus, like in a way that we're like battling. But like I feel like
I didn't make a sweet
like
shirt.
Ryan is like I'm anti JT on every video. Says something and it's fun. I like it. It's enjoyable.
That's the rooted sports.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like the ongoing like length of video thing, that's pretty fun.
That is hilarious.
But every time Mike says something, he always coats it with like this, and he's good. JT is the other guy, and he's there. He exists.
What did you think of the T-shirt? The Ryan T-shirt?
The Ryan T-shirt.
If you didn't see it, that's fine.
I've seen like all of his videos. The one where you guys were joined.
All four of us, and he had it taped.
Yeah. It said. God dang it. Let me just think for a second. I did watch the whole video.
It wasn't something you said. It was something he said in preemptive defense.
Preemptive defense. What the fuck did it say? I know the tape. He pulled it off. What is that?
It says, "Don't come at me, Ohioans."
Don't come at me, Ohio.
And then it's in Wisconsin colors.
Because you wore the Ohio Worst State shirt,
which is the shirt that he gifted
the day before
me.
or the day after.
Yep, I wore it at the same time.
You were in at the same time.
I actually wore that out to his Mikey's official birthday party, by design. But then,
excellent.
Him and his wife are the most quotable motherfuckers around, and I say that's a term of endearment because she's like, God, and I'm gonna screw it up because her T-shirt's next is any beer is my type of beer.
Yeah.
And I go, I need a T-shirt or a sign or something.
That's a great.
While she's knitting.
Yeah, she did say that. Yeah, very quotable, excellent videos from them. Just like I think last year we had the coffee sour that kind of was the surprise takeaway. I think the surprise takeaway this year is Ryan and his wife.
Can we just say the involvement?
Forget the name.
Michelle.
We
can just say the involvement because
the involvement's great.
That beep right there is another video finally. So KASON has only been sending me words. They've seen and I'm trying to hook it up right now. They have she just shared with me her movie like literally 4 minutes ago.
Wow. And that's not to take away from anyone else who's doing videos. Of course, I've heard a lot of good feedback on Phil as well and his technical talks. So I guess because I'm, there, I don't have that same perspective. But man, that first cheese review, that knocked me out of my chair. That was fucking awesome. It was.
What about the jalapeno?
When I saw the cheese in the beginning of the video, I rolled my eyes. I was like, all right, like this is not gonna be like what I think it could be. And then it was more than it could be. It was awesome, just awesome. The dollar store cheese review.
How like so?
I don't know why it totally took me off guard.
Like if you ever want to that I have gimmicks and parties and everything like that. Like Ryan and Michelle are me times 10 in that regard. They always have. Look at their head.
They wear more than a headband. They get going. They get ready to go. I wish I had that same ambition to like dress up and be spontaneous.
It's all and it's amazing now that so I was gonna upload. He sent me 3 episodes overnight was like 6 o'clock for him, 8 o'clock for me, so I was already in bed, and then I got them uploaded because I forgot how to do it for so long, like upload the videos people were sending me, and I was like jacking my phone in my computer when I was up in Minneapolis, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Now I think I've got it down to an art form. The beauty is like today I was like, oh sweet, I got it up, and like I was uploading 2 simultaneously, and then I was like, okay, this is great. Yeah. Shut down the computer. Then I'm sitting at work, and like I totally forgot. I was like, oh, why aren't those videos up yet? Because the comments would start flying in.
I've done that.
I couldn't. So then I had to come home and then upload all 3 again at the same time.
What's really annoying, it doesn't matter. It's all insider stuff. But the fact that you have to post the video in the YouTube app, because I use my iPad, but the content editing is in the YouTube Creator app or whatever.
Yeah,
that annoys the fuck out of me, but it's okay.
And then Mikey was looking at it yesterday. He already downloaded OBS because he wants to he wanted to come up with something, so that's why he's like, let's go Untapped. Have you like his stats? I didn't even think about it. All of these beers we've been doing under 200 reviews.
That's a good point.
That's not to say that these beers. I mean, not everyone uses Untapped. Let's say like 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 people. It's still under 1,000 times these beers have been consumed. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's enough people using it to where using that as a metric is valid.
What do you think? You brought up tripping animals. Last year, and we talked about this. Last year was by far I stole it from you. Quote, in a week I will forget about this beer. We've had a lot of in a blank I will forget about this beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
But tripping animals, we're talking about it a year and 9 days later.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's still
that and Decadence are the survivors of the
100%. Like, if there would be a battle, I would want to see the king and the queen, and they're the king and the queen. Like,
absolutely.
And I mean, the only reason I recognize other beers on there is because like they were like local, like Jackie O's. We had a couple of Jackie O's or whatever. Like,
or Pipeworks with their can art.
Yeah, Pipeworks with their can art, but. Like this year, maybe the Oda Kringer sticks on because 1, it's fun to say, and 2, it's unique. But there's a couple of like real we've had some disappointments.
Yeah.
And that's why I always bring up the list because one, I like to keep it. It's a fun relic.
Yeah.
Two, filled out some stuff on there, so that's really cool and important to me. But like, I will use it as like, man, that was a fart noise.
Yeah.
That's why I felt like
Tripping Animals?
No.
I thought the Tripping Animals was forgettable.
It won't be forgettable though because the highest of highs. Now they're going to be rated against each other. We did a Tripping Animals on the pod, and that's what I was like telling Mikey. So we did one on Halloween.
Yeah.
And that one was, I think that's the updated one. Anyways, that one was a Dippa, and we both really liked it.
Yeah. I haven't watched your Tripping Animals for the Advent calendar yet, so I don't know what your.
That's why. Mikey on the Tripping Animals, we were like 4 and 4.25.
Oh, okay.
I think I was looking down. It's not on the spreadsheet. I've waffled if I need to put it on the spreadsheet or keep this as the mothership episodes and then just use Untapped.
It's a good question.
But it's not as good as last year, no. But last year
so far
was a surprise.
You mean just Tripping Animals? We've been aligned. You and I have been aligned surprisingly on most beers, but that one, I gave it a 3. I think 3 or 3.5. I just thought it was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this has been fun. This is definitely Randy Orton he verbally said and then put a comment on that this is the best time of year.
I just read that comment.
He had said that to me in person on Saturday and then followed it up with a comment. He was like really stoked about it. Watches the videos, really excited.
The interesting thing too, so repping it and being back home, I know we said this last year and I will say it again. I know right now at least 4 other people, 2 of which were pissed because they called me and so the pickle beer came up. Mm-hmm. The pickle beer, they missed out on the Pilsner. I don't think that's a loss. Neither one of KASON really desired the pickle beer, but there's other people that are going to be involved, so it's going to get even bigger next year.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to steal your truck, essentially.
Yeah, that's fine. But we have 2 other people in this Advent calendar. Right?
Yeah,
so Pete, right?
Yep,
not giving any scores.
Has not given any scores. Has not told me. Has been having a fun time with it. And
Bill,
I just texted for show prep, and he was feeling cruddy this weekend. So he's a few days behind.
Okay.
So I could see both of them. I know Pete listens and Bill doesn't. I could see both of them dropping off. It's a commitment.
It is a commitment. It is. It takes a lot, especially, and now with the added, teaming up with Phil, it takes coordination. Sometimes I'm just like, man, I want to knock this out, but okay, you come over now, or I'll go over to your house, and then we'll get it done. Once we're recording, I think we're good.
And people are like 24 beers in a month. A lot is a month, or in a month is a lot.
Yeah,
it's only a lot when you couple it with all of the other, and this is what goes back to Chuggalo, what Randy Orton was saying, is that time of year, everyone wants to get together, everyone wants to do things, and what happens when you do that? You naturally drink.
Yeah, right.
So like you pray for a reprieve, but you also have to celebrate the high points.
Yep, you do.
So I was ecstatic when I was driving home Saturday. Granted, I just got done with the birthday party. I went and took a 2-hour nap, drove home. It was my daughter's 4th birthday. Made it home and then didn't have a beer until like I'm some kind of hero until like that next afternoon when Mikey and I decided to rip one out. So it was like the first time in 2 weeks that it had been more than 24 hours, which sounds incredibly bad, but there are just holiday party after holiday party after holiday party.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Same here. Yeah, I mean, same thing. And these weekends are getting
like you were checking into Frank's yesterday.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Frank's? I seriously, it's the #1 beer in Cutter.
Frank's.
Yep, Franziskaner.
I don't even know the name of the beer I was drinking.
Yeah, Weinstefan Franziskaner. Yep.
I didn't like it.
So
this is like glass.
The reason that's the #1 beer on a certain base there, you get three drinks a day, and Frank's comes in a 16-ounce bottle. And you get 3 of them, so it's a quantity over quality.
Yeah,
because there's not.
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
But when that's the only thing you can get, and that it just seems to be more, and you're a beer drinker rather than just like a 12 ounce or something,
Yeah.
because you feel like you're cheating the system a little bit because you're getting, you know, almost 5 ounces on top of each, like Bud Light or whatever.
Yeah, it's very smart to do that. And we think the same thing. They get Steel Beach picnics every once in a while, which is a picnic on the flight deck at Steel Beach. And same thing. If there's a beer that's a little larger, those are gonna go much faster than all the other
quality purchases.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Do you want to wait a little longer on?
No, I think we're
chilled, or should we could do my other beer first?
I think I want to respect the game. You say the second one's going to wreck the palate, so I think we should try it. We've been going about it's been in there about 20 minutes, so this is a good.
Give it a shot. I have a nice back here you can keep using if you want.
This is a good like beer. This is good content. So unwrapping things, like the gifts from Rogue, but also a popular beer. Let's see if it works.
Let's see if it works. A beer trope.
A beer trope.
In
the meantime, do you want a meat stick?
A meat stick? Sure.
Okay. Let's do a meat stick.
So today on day what is this? 12?
Day 12.
Day 12 of the Advent calendar extravaganza spectacular. I'm not sure where we landed on the name, but today, day 12, we have Derive Brewing Company. We've done Derive once already, and I remember saying specifically in that video, I don't like this beer, but I don't think it'll reflect on them because we're doing it again. So maybe this one will be better. This is an English dark mild, Lost Leatherman. This is for all those following along.
This is so if there's one. So far, we've had some, like, when we're together for, like, the Mothership show, like, last week, it was, hey, careful, man, it's that white milk stout. We're on a slippery slope with these Mothership shows right now, with an English dark mild, and
I mean, the diversity of styles has been phenomenal, I'll say that. Even if it's not ideal, some of them. I mean, this is great can art, which we'll talk about, obviously.
So, as the popular beer trope, I was chilling the wrong beer. I have enough room in my fridge now that the holiday is over. So I wrapped it in a wet paper towel and I put it in the freezer for approximately 20 minutes. So this is, you can feel it was cold.
Oh yeah, it's cold, yeah.
So we'll see how cold it made the beer.
See how cold it made the beer. Here we go, day 12, ready to crack?
Yeah, she's primed.
Here we go, 3, 2, 1.
I got Mikey on the prime check now too.
Oh yeah?
It mean, like...
I don't think he's caught on yet, like, to what I'm saying when I say it.
The prime check?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's primed. I think he's just like, I think maybe he thinks that's just me anticipating it more.
Spoiler alert, there's also stickers in here. You need a sticker for your fridge, right?
Yeah,
thank you.
That's fantastic.
You bet.
Thank you.
Because I need
That'll go great on the fridge.
I need magnets.
Oh yeah, you need magnets?
I'm a magnet guy.
Okay, I can get some magnets.
So, anyways, just to the temperature real quick, it chilled it down.
Good. Chilled it down, huh?
I wish it said the title. I wish it could be just your face. Good. Like Robert De Niro, like you just put a small plate of cat shit.
I'm going to look this beer up a little bit.
Good. So I'll dance a little bit. So I'm actually kind of impressed with how I was able to chill in 20 minutes. So I just took a
really amazing
wet paper towel, wrapped it around there, stuck it in the freezer just on top of a chuck roast. And
yeah, right on a chuck roast. This is 4.2, by the way.
4.2?
4.2.
So sticking with our European friends in that style, they're not necessarily big on alcohol content or ABV. Very similar to how they treat their beers with adjuncts. There's not typically a lot of them. They let the German purity laws plus, and the different preparation of those do the lion's share of the work, and they don't, you're not going to get a lot of toasted caramel, melt away swirl, tag along cookie types in there. So
yeah.
So that
although I bet you
comes
could
through in this one.
with this
beer. JT wants to experiment with pouring it down the drain.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think you could do something with it. Like I've learned a lot over this Advent calendar that we've done this podcast since 2018, and some of this stuff I just never bothered to learn or look up. And with Phil saying things, I've learned a ton. But there's also a lot that I feel conflicted on, like his very black and white malts malts give sweetness because yeah, I get it. The yeast eats the malts or whatever, and it turns into alcohol.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean like not all words have one meaning. So sweetness can be multiple things. Alcohol, booziness can be multiple things. Yeah, this looking up what is English bitters, which we've had. I think we've had one English bitter before.
Yeah, we had an English mild last year.
English mild.
Yeah, during the Advent calendar. So this one is a little bit different. I can get that. Because I got that list. But I think it's the last time we've done it. Unless you did it some.
I doubt it. Yeah. So I don't know. The internet sells the English bitter as a malt-driven sweetness style beer. Copper, typically a sessionable beer. That's their word, not mine. Sessionable. Very carbonated, very burpy. Yeah. So
I think it was Old Ghosts.
Lost Leatherman.
We didn't have. I think it came in. I think it was in a shorty.
Okay.
It wasn't the Otto. It wasn't the.
Yeah, it was a shorty. Yeah, I remember.
Then it was Old Ghost from Grainworks.
Okay. Have you ever lost a Leatherman? Are you a Leatherman type of guy? Do you feel
I'm
like
a knife guy.
The multi-tool is a beneficial thing to have?
Yes, but I'm not a big tool guy, but I'm a big knife guy. We always get our knife of the year.
Ooh, knife of the year.
Up at the cabin. I just got my knife of the year this last weekend because it took Amazon screwed up on the shipment or whatever. So we always have the knife, and because this is the mothership and we can steal stories. Mikey was excited for this because he has everyone at the cabin gets the knife of the year.
Wow.
And
is that like everyone just pays?
No. That one guy, he doesn't cook or clean or anything like that, so he bequeaths everyone a knife, which is cool.
Yeah.
One year we got a knife that you would use to gut a field mouse. I mean, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Maybe an inch blade or whatever.
Wow.
Last year we got a K-bar.
Okay.
Like Rambo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, we got a orange buck knife. So it was orange hilt, orange plastic sheath buck knife. Mikey put it in his backpack, and then a couple months later, forgot about it, went to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet he tells that story. But
yeah,
so he's like, that's how. So I've never lost a knife, but I know people who have, and it mostly occurs at airports.
Yeah, I also went through an airport with a very large knife. Luckily, I was in
Are you
military uniform. No.
Okay.
But when I was in Afghanistan, the army unit that I was attached to, they had an abundance of money.
Oh, yeah.
And so they spent a lot of it on various styles of knives for their troops. And being attached to them meant I was one of their troops.
And they just sharpen them for fun.
I have a shitload of knives now. Fucking awesome knives. And I'm not a knife guy, but I put them, in my suitcase to fly home. Luckily, I was in camo when I was flying, and they were like, yeah, you're good.
Really?
Yeah.
On a carry-on?
Not in my carry-on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
You can do it in a check all day, but...
Yeah. We also had guns, and they didn't like that. But they let us through.
It makes life for them harder. That's for sure.
There was a lot of interesting travel going on. It's like, well, we could check these guns, but we're landing in a place where we probably shouldn't check these guns. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just like lock them and, and then just put them in the overhead. I don't know. It was a whole thing.
I've been on a plane where a gun has discharged.
No shit.
Yep.
Like a civilian plane?
No, it was a military plane,
that's
and
even worse.
we are lucky that the ass end was down. So we were in country, and a security forces member for a team shot his weapon out the back of the plane.
Damn.
Erroneously. Just obviously shouldn't.
No
happen.
idea where that wound up.
Yeah, like in the desert. We were in the desert.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But like. What could like
yeah, right.
And these are the experts, like these are instructors, if you will. Like I and the engines are still running, but a gun goes off in an enclosed area, you still know what's going on.
I almost had an AD once, and I was in the clearing barrel, and it was a 9mm, and I was already in the clearing barrel, and I took the magazine out, and I run through all the procedures, and for some reason I had like brain farted on the chamber, because where I was stationed, you chamber around, but when you go to like PX and stuff, you obviously can't have a chambered round. And I'd forgotten that we chamber our rounds because you just carry your guns around. I mean, you can get attacked pretty much at any time. So you want to have that. Well, I forgot to pull the slide back. I did eventually remember that. Yeah. Oh, I have a chamber round. But like my finger was on the trigger, ready to shoot into the clearing barrel. Which even if you shoot into the clearing barrel, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like you're fucked. And luckily, I just at the last second was like, oh no, and I pulled it back and caught it. Got really good at that.
The Mead Master Uriah and I just requalified on our M9 for a trip coming up, and he shot expert. He played that close to the chest on the recording night, but I can say it now.
We have to.
He
pretty rare.
It got me too. The effervescence got me right in the chest, like I swallowed wrong or something like that.
No, I mean the expert. You wear it on your chest.
Oh yeah.
Close to your chest.
In the military, you only have to qualify once, and you get that.
And that's it. You could be a marksman the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life,
take that E off. It's good. That's good. Qualify with a 9mm for expert. That's pretty good.
Well, inside pool, the military is going away from that M9, going to the SIG M18.
Okay.
Lots of thoughts on that too, but we're not a gun podcast.
We're not a gun pod.
Maybe I'll bring it up in one of my solo episodes. Hopefully, what I've had. The security forces all around. You guys, men and women, do a thankless job for the most part. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for being humorous, because boy, they bring a lot of light to situations, and I appreciate the shit out of them. So thank you.
That's the Air Force version of either the MP if you're in the Army or the Shore Patrol if you're in the Navy. We have MAs, Master at Arms, but Shore Patrol when you're on deployment.
Yeah.
And they also do a thankless job. And as someone who's been on shore leave, whatever they call it, thankless it's gonna remain thankless. Most of them are cool as hell. Most of them.
Yeah, it's like
some of them are like way too serious.
Any walk of life.
Like if you're just in a country we go to constantly, don't be a fucking asshole. Like if we went to Jordan, which we never go to, the Navy. Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously everyone needs to be well behaved, but come on.
Especially with the country we have such good relations with.
Just go away.
Just go find yourself a lady boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's talk about this beer.
Okay. Derive. So we've done Derive just a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. We have another Derive coming up, right? Nope.
No, we. I think it's the Bissell Brothers.
I looked at it another time. This is going to be a brewery, unfortunately, that hasn't done too much for us, for me, for anyone. It's a shame too because they're local and I think they're up and coming a little bit. I know I covered them. That's on day 9. If you go to day 9, there's
day 9.
4 videos now. Of
that was the can art. The great can art.
Did you? Who are those kids? Did you discern who those babies are?
We did. Okay. Well, we didn't figure out who the one guy with the backwards hat was. It could be 2 people.
But it wasn't the Brewers. We brought the Brewers back and forth.
I think it is.
I still the brewing picture on that website. Don't tell me that a couple of them weren't taken from their Tinder profile. Again, yeah. I'm in for the chef.
A lot of glamour shots.
I think it was Chef Jason.
Yeah, that was an interesting. That conversation with Steph and I was one of the.
That was the wood panel room, right?
Yeah, it was really fun to talk about that can because we both had the same thought. Like looking at this can, who does what? Which job is whose? That sparked like a lot of conversation.
Then you ostracize someone because there's only 2 people on there, but they list multiple key people, even in the brewing positions or even like in their. Sorry, Stacey. Like there's 6. It goes 3, 2, 1 on the website. Anyways, Google Derive. I don't have it up in front of me. God, this beer. It's probably good. It's just not.
Right.
It's not meant for me. They probably did a good job with it.
It tastes like it should.
I didn't have high hopes going into this one, and my thoughts were reaffirmed. I'm willing to give them another shot? Question mark.
I am.
Gosh, off the top rope, because I think our time is better served elsewhere.
Yeah.
Off the top rope, I'm going to give this a 2.25. Like this is not my jam. It's probably someone's jam.
It's probably someone's jam, and that someone is not. They have their own thing going on.
It's not my jam. It's not his jelly.
It's not my jelly. That's probably an accurate statement of who eats what on their sandwiches. You a jam guy?
Neither. If I have to choose one, probably some homemade jam or freezer jam or something like that for sure. Something with a little bit of the fruit in it.
Freezer jam. That sounds like an old Bulls hype record.
Freezer
jams. 1998.
It's just a way that you can do it so you don't have to boil it down and stuff. You just freeze it immediately and it congeals.
Okay.
That's how we would do it on the farm. Freezer jam.
I'll not spend a lot of time, but I will do the can art. I think that if you want I think this is going to be right up Phil's alley, and he's going to give a good video on it.
Does it taste technical?
I think that so I keep all the beers at my house. When I gave him the beer yesterday and said, you got to do your own video, he looked at English beer. He's like, oh yeah. So I think he's into it. I think this is something he's knowledgeable on the history, and I think this is an old beer.
He's an amazing optimist. I feel like I could have him a spam flavored, toffee, whatever.
He is an optimist. That's true.
Watermelon, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm in."
Oh yeah. This will be
only positive things.
It
could be a life coach.
I don't know. We had a pretty heated debate a couple episodes ago.
Just thought something.
So Lost Leatherman, they have Edward Scissorhands, but instead of scissors being his hands, they're Leatherman, and I think that's clever. And he's wearing leather. Clever leather. It sounds like a rhyme, but it's almost not.
I don't want my beer to taste like leather.
Yeah. That might be where they're going with this.
Or pleather.
I was gifted a Leatherman by an Australian soldier.
I might.
I still have it. Didn't lose it. I've never lost a Leatherman, and if I did, I don't know about it.
Did you use it in its truest form to be throw some trips on the Barbie?
Yeah, that's exactly
what I did. That's how you.
He also gave me a boomerang, an authentic boomerang, but I don't think it works.
I have made.
I just suck at it.
I made boomerangs in 9th grade. And they work.
They work. They work. Yeah, mine's.
Don't try to catch it with your hand.
Ones I've had in the past have worked. Did you know boomerangs were originally invented not to come back?
It was just like a killing.
They're just like throwing blades.
It was a killing stick. Yeah. That's why, in those survival shows, people will have a stick that they throw at animals. Mm-hmm. It's the most rudimentary.
Just get a stick.
I just throw them at kids to get off my lawn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
And that's the can art. And so Lost Leatherman. There's an upside down writing and a right side up writing of it, and that's basically it. There's a brown, background like leather. That's it, Johnny Depp. That's the Can Burner segment. That's brought to you by Chuggalo Todd and Barrel House, because this is a review beer. Or advent calendar beer.
Sarah's been on top of making sure that I get feedback on Untapped. So thank you, Sarah. I'll throw that on there.
Good job. This beer is bad, but I feel like this is what the beer should taste like. As I mentioned, I think this is what English bitters taste like. It does have this caramel undertone, kind of coffee darkness to it. The malts are obviously the star of the show. What they describe as sweetness on Wikipedia for what English bitters are. In this beer, I describe as just bitter, not sweetness at all.
Sadness and disappointment.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. I'm not sure who the audience of a bitters is, and I don't know as a brewer if you see the potential for a return on your investment here.
Yeah.
there's no way people are buying this beer knowing the beer style. Maybe the art sells it, but I just don't know anyone who's like super psyched to have English bitter beer.
Phil.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, so your return on your investment and
sophisticated people.
Yeah. So maybe you could, if you could find one of them. Sure, yeah.
If you got,
but you think Phil's gonna buy a 4-pack of this? Hell no.
You don't think so?
No way.
Vote below.
Vote below. We got a vote button now.
Yeah.
Vote below. Will Phil buy a 4-pack of this? Man, I just will never drink this beer ever again. And it's hard because I do think that this is probably what it should taste like. And I'm sure they did a good technical job on this beer. But I don't like it. 2.0.
Yeah,
I just don't like it.
We're right there. It's not our jam. KASON got me their review, and their review is 2.5 minutes long. I'm almost tempted. I wish I could do a picture-in-picture, but I'm going to upload that at the same time.
You can edit it.
It was funny. I don't know how to do that. It was funny reading their comments to me, and I was doing it when I was with Mikey, and then I was adding my own ad lib. As JT said, one of the comment of the week brought to you by Friends in High Places was JT saying, "Close your eyes more" while you're making comments, because that. Very apt.
It was specifically because you were hungover. I could tell.
No, that was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I had an epic beer day, and epic beer does not mean good beer. It means good times. We started a pub crawl at 10 o'clock. Ooh. The first beer lied to us on Google, so we went to another bar that was pretty close. Started there, had 2 there, went back to the beer, got some hot mustard, some hot beefs, all the horseradish, and then proceeded to, it was Chuggalo Mikey's dad, Chuggalo Randy, who I found out subscribed, so thanks Randy.
Thanks Randy.
And
we're up to 79 now.
We just, we're 7 in the last couple of days. Wow. It's awesome. Tremendous growth. I tell you, stupendous, tremendous. But that day was like just grain belt, bush lights. How any good pub crawl could be.
Any good pub crawl could be.
Or should
grain
be.
belts and bush lights.
It was amazing. The best cheese curds I ever had in my life. But the nice thing was, it ended about 9 o'clock, and then we realized that we still had to do the beer of the day. We did. You can see that. You can see JT's comment, which was apt. It was day 7, and then we decided
it was a Cy and an I. It was good.
The birthday boy decided
it was distinct.
Time for shots, and that was less than a stellar idea. Less than stellar.
Less than stellar.
Yeah. So that's why the next day was a little bit slower, but we got her done.
You did.
The last thing I wanted was a beer.
It was great. Yep.
And you was your best shot.
So here we go. This is the non-advent calendar beer.
It's
to swallow that chunk of meat.
It's already going to be better. Oh, I know why you got this. I typically don't look at it, but
all right. Drekker Brewing Company. Swallowing that as like an unchewed chunk was not a good idea. Pineapple Whip Sundae Sour.
I earned this.
Chunk.
I earned this beer.
You earned it by drinking this. I'll have to finish this.
It's tangy in a weird way that beer should not be. Beer should not be tangy. The more you know.
It's just like, why though? You know?
That's just the style, and they drink it warm too.
But that style sucks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is Drekker CHONK. Not Chunk, CHONK.
Can that be the episode title?
Like stonk. What?
That style
this style sucks. Yeah, that style sucks. Yeah, that's the episode title. That style sucks.
We're not gonna do any better.
No.
Oh my goodness.
So here's actually
I wish I had more of this.
The background of this beer is that my mom tried a sour and liked it, and we are trying to find sours that she'll like. This is one of the ones that we purchased. I have one of them set aside for her already. And It is a pineapple whip Sunday sour. Now I think we talked about pineapple whips when I got back from Hawaii.
You are a big pineapple whip guy. So this is.
I don't know that I'm a big pineapple whip guy. I've never actually had a pineapple whip.
I swear.
I remember we were near the Dole factory when we were in Hawaii, and we were told to go get one. I don't think I got one. If I did, I was too drunk to remember.
What? By the way, we don't condone getting drunk on this podcast. It just happens.
If you're in Hawaii, yeah, I condone it.
You condone getting drunk?
If you're on vacation, get drunk.
Get drunk. Be responsible.
Get drunk on vacation, guys. Come on. Don't take a vacation and just be like, I mean, if that's your thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But don't take a vacation and be like, oh, I'm going to do this vacation responsibly. You know? No, you're on vacation. That's the whole point. You're supposed to take a vacation from responsibility. At least that's what I think.
She's a tight coos.
She's a tight coos. CHONK is a pint of, man, just so much stuff here.
CHONK is a pint of man.
CHONK.
Man, you're just going for random episode titles.
Drekker. All right, this is a far.
I was supposed to write what was going to be. What was the title supposed to be?
It was supposed to be That Style Sucks.
That Style Sucks.
Warning: there is a significant amount of fruit in this beer. I still haven't had a taste yet. Please keep cold at all times to avoid finding out why some call it a fruit bomb. That's what it says on the can. I would assume that this would go bad because it's a pineapple whip, which I think would have some sort of cream in it. Wow. Maybe it's just milk sugar. Maybe there's some creaminess to this.
Need to be rolled. I should have
probably needs to be rolled.
I should have rolled it. The taste is changing as I'm going through.
I should have known. Damn. But yeah, this is that. It is sour.
This is that.
It has pale 2-row wheat and carafoam malt.
I would have guessed it.
Magnum hops. Lactobacillus,
which we know is in all sours.
Flora, and house ale yeast, as well as gimmicks. Gimmicks are pineapple sorbet, lactose, and marshmallows. So apparently there are marshmallows in this beer.
Isn't that a part of the whip, though?
What is the Dole Whip? The Dole Whip, I think, is, I don't know, heavy cream, and pineapple. I think it's that easy.
Really?
But, I'm gonna look it up. But this beer, I mean, that we've done Drekker before, so they're out of Fargo.
They are. Every time I go to Minnesota and I want to try something different, I always tell people I'm not from the area. The first thing they do is Drekker, which is hilarious because I'm in Minnesota and they say have this North Dakota beer. That's all you need to know about Minnesota beer. Don't come at me, Minnesotans. Which is just
don't come at me, Minnesotans.
That are mud ducks. I should just say mud ducks. It's Mikey and I got into this argument too about how I don't really hate Surly and how I don't really hate Boulevard.
That's not true.
I will say this. I hate their drivel that they pump out to the stores. They've got good one-offs, but you have to like search for those one-offs or go to their location. So then you're gambling. So then you're like, you don't like this. But go to their place, and then that's where they have the good stuff. Why don't they make the good stuff easy to get?
Yeah,
people want the good stuff.
That would make you more popular with kids.
The kids crave the good stuff. Trying to do 47 things at the good time, but that's what producers do.
I don't think that Dole Whip has marshmallow in it.
What's the cream then?
I'm just trying to find it. Coconut milk.
Okay, you can whip
powdered sugar. 2.5 teaspoons of powder. That's kind of a lot of powdered sugar.
You can whip. I am blowing up. You can whip.
That's amazing. You could whip and nene if you wanted to.
Marshmallows.
You could. So it's 1 cup. If you want to make this for yourself, 2 servings. Takes 10 minutes. 1 cup of ripe Dole pineapple, chopped and frozen.
Yeah.
1 ripe Dole banana. Has to be Dole.
I guess we're gonna sense a theme in this.
Peeled and frozen. 2.5 teaspoons of powdered sugar
from a Dole factory.
From Dole. 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut milk from a Dole coconut. and 1 teaspoon of lime juice. That's what makes.
And a non-disclosure agreement from the Dole family saying that this is their recipe, and you better have that, or else you're going to be fucked in the ass.
Combine all ingredients in a blender, and that's it. Blend for 2 to 3 minutes, and you have yourself a Dole Whip. It's vegan, actually.
I will ask. We all know vegans. I'm gonna ask a vegan.
Ask a vegan. Is it vegan? Is this vegan? That's a new segment we have called "Is this vegan?" Is this beer vegan? You think?
Most beer is not vegan. I'm guessing sours because of the fish bladder, the clarifying agent. This is bothering me. This is gonna go down.
Clarifying.
I'm gonna try to figure out a better way. Maybe in the future.
All right. So I don't really have any background on Drekker because I think we've covered it and I didn't look it up. So yeah, that's it. CHONK, pineapple whip, Sunday sour. I'm excited for my mom to try this. I think she's gonna like it.
So it's nice that you have people that you can pull experiments on and are willing to try.
Wow.
Unique beers. No pregnant pauses when you're talking about experimenting.
Here's the thing.
Moms.
Like if we don't like a beer, we encourage each other to finish it, and whether it be by heckling or by just encouragement.
It's very rare.
If my mom doesn't like it, she won't.
Multiple hundreds of beers that we've had on this podcast that a beer it's happened, but it's less than 1%. It's less than 1% have met the drain of the church room bathroom. Yeah. This will not. No, this will not be one of them.
Nope.
This is changing. That first drink, because of what was before it, made this taste like the beer of the century. And what I mean by the beer of the century, like, thank goodness this was here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know if you want to give your review.
So
I'm going to do stuff.
I mean, I always want to do stuff. I want you to enjoy your meat.
I am.
Off the top rope, everything for the most part that Drekker makes, especially in the sour realm, is really good. I've had some IPAs, like the first Chuggalo Dave. I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah. Chuggalo Dave is big on Drekker. He's gone there, and even though he likes more the old fashioned, he likes the amber ales and the reds and stuff like that. Was big on getting me into Drekker. So again, from afar and from a long time ago, Chuggalo Dave, thank you for doing that.
I do remember that, yeah.
This is very much, and one of his beers he bequeathed us was stolen. I still have not found it. I know it was stolen. There's no other way to explain it. Off the top rope, I enjoy this. I want, God, that first drink I would have gave it a 6. But now that it's settled down a little bit, I am comfortable off the top rope at a 3.75. It's good. It just needs a little more of that pineapple, which is odd for me to cut through that creaminess.
Yeah, I would agree in some sense.
But boy, is it delicious.
Here's the can art. If you're listening, it's at like 48 minutes.
That was an old man sitting.
Yeah.
All right,
dude. I'm just not doing good. I am doing good though. I don't want to.
I'm so confused. Are you?
I said that sarcastically, and then I thought that probably wasn't sarcastic enough. I'm doing great.
See that sounded believable.
It's like almost impressionism, but it's more like swirlism, and all the swirls are making up the picture. In the background, there's just like Dole Whips everywhere, and there's a cat in the middle. And the cat is made of Dole Whip as well. And there's like faces of scary characters in the back that I just noticed just now. Holy shit, that's crazy. Check that out. Look at this. Right there.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy? So like in it, there's like hidden faces, and that's cool. So that's a first for me anyway.
I love that they call it gimmicks, by the way.
Yeah, that's also awesome. And then there's a cat kind of like crawling over
on a personal note,
the Dole Whips. It's cool. This is definitely eye-catching can art. And CHONK itself is big enough to where you'd see it on the shelf.
CHONK is a series.
You double take. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of CHONKs. There's birthday cake. I've got a couple of CHONKs
cool.
in the fridge right now. The cherry cheesecake. Oh, the cherry cheesecake is a perfect beer.
And the artwork is by. Boy, I don't think I'll ever be able to read that. Punch Gut maybe? Yeah, Punch Gut. I think that's what it is. Punch Gutto. I don't know. Punch Gut. Let's call it Punch Gut.
You nailed it.
And that's cool. So thanks for that. That's Can Burner segment brought to you by Chuggalo Todd.
Chuggalo Todd.
This beer is a 4.5. It's very good. It does. The first sip is better than the rest of the sips, but it's a very good beer. It's creamy.
Do we get an alcohol content on it?
Oh yeah. Did I give
they make it hard to find these things now. It's not even on the can.
I'll look it up in a second.
I got it.
It's probably hidden in the faces, you know.
You carry it.
All right. Well,
I got it.
It's definitely creamy. I think that that because there's marshmallows in it, I want to taste marshmallows, but I don't. I'm not going to force it. I think the milk sugar is probably the star of the sweetness. Tons of pineapple in this thing. It's definitely got that taste, but at a certain point, maybe like halfway down the can, the sour beer takes over the flavor. It's not that there's no pineapple and creaminess in it. It's just that it's no longer the main flavor. But the creaminess is just prevalent throughout. It's still there, and I think that's the hard part, is to make a beer taste creamy, especially when you have lactose in it, and not be too like off-putting with the sweetness. So 4 or 5 on this one for me. That's what I give it. I like it. I think it's great. I think my mom's gonna like it. At least she'll like the first half.
Give her that Derive.
Yeah, give her the Derive first so she could hate it.
Yeah. Oh,
but she drinks dessert wines, I think, and so she'll like.
Oh, like Gewürztraminer.
I don't know anything about wine. That's as far as I go. Is just saying dessert wine. That term. What are, I don't know anything about wine. Literally. No.
We're hitting her with a lot of content. Juggalo Mom's comments are down. Her love is.
I think she's overwhelmed.
Her love sustains.
It does.
But if it's Gewürztraminer,
this is her season.
This is her season for dessert wines?
Other things to do. No, Christmas is her season.
She's doing the wine.
She's got other things going on, you know? No, not at all. That would be interesting if my mom was in like a wine club. You should join a wine club, Mom.
Make her own. Again,
start a wine club.
Hey, we'll put it on the BCP channel because we've had so many ideas that have come just from this year. Spill could have 3 shows.
I don't know. That koozie is not going to work for this can.
It's so like tight.
It's probably for bottles.
No.
It's for 60-minute bottles.
No, probably. Seems reasonable.
It's not.
Dang it. On the phone.
It's not wet.
I got a stretcher.
You got a stretcher?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Stretch it out.
Oh yeah. You got to stretch the koozie out.
Stretch the koozie out.
Separate. Yep.
They're the same ones. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't have any other segments here.
We don't, but there's kind of a big announcement.
Yeah?
A sad announcement.
Sad announcement.
This is mine and JT's last in-person show together.
I was looking at this earlier.
For a long period of time. Yeah. Unless we'll still have episodes together. We'll make it together. But the last concrete episode. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a little bit of a siesta, but if anything, go back and watch the other 212 plus the Advent calendar episodes. We're approaching 300. Oh, with the shorts. We're approaching 350, I bet.
Wow, probably.
Because we did 45 or 50 shorts. Not all of them are numbered. Yeah. I like that we're falling into a naming scheme.
Yeah.
But it's tough to keep up with stuff, and it's fun when we've been uploading videos and the other one's uploading at the same time, and like you see you can see it like competing to get up there first, which is always fun. Mm-hmm.
No, we'll still have episodes. I mean, there shouldn't be any delay.
Yeah, there won't be a delay in bringing you.
You'll have content. How many videos do we have? I don't even know. It's hard to see that.
Did I say 6.1%? It's 6.1% in this.
Oh, okay. Thanks for looking that up. Yep. So I don't know. I'm looking for it, but we have a lot of videos. Yeah, probably 350. I'd say we're getting that.
Yeah. And then once we close out the month, because this marks the halfway point.
Wow.
The second half is going to be better than the first half. That's my bold declaration.
Oh, I agree 100%. It's all
so
uphill
tough
from here. We got a couple really fancy beers coming.
We do.
We got some not so fancy beers.
We do.
Yeah.
We got a lot of like holiday regret.
Holiday regret.
Just alone today. I know Stev has a couple featured.
Mm-hmm.
I've done 4 episodes today, just uploading, not including this one because this will be the 5th upload of the day, 5th, and I did 6, so I'm terrible. How old are you? 4.
So you went ahead a couple.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did it.
But
other
people's episodes.
Oh, okay.
Other people's episodes. So I mean, we're gonna hit 400 by the end of this calendar. 12 times.
Not so much YouTube content. We're good.
Like,
there's content. If you like beer and you want to have a lot,
tell a friend.
A lot of content. We got it. We got that content.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, definitely tell a friend. So we'll be virtual, and what else? We got a big one coming on the 17th. We got a bunch of people getting together, and
the 17th. Let's not bury the lead on what the 17th is here.
The 17th is our fancy beer.
It's our Jackie O's Would Ya Honey barrel aged wheat wine. It's not a barley wine. It's a barrel aged wheat wine.
It's a wheat wine.
So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like the English Dark Mild in the respect that it's not something that very many people besides Phil are going to be aware of.
Yeah, probably.
So, but we're pinning the hopes of the calendar on that, and it just happened to fall on that date. So it's a date that everyone can imbibe and be safe and have a good time. Because the alcohol percentage on that, and that comes in a cool little, like the shorty bottle. It's not a pour. They didn't have it on tap there, but we bought up 9 bottles of it or whatever, how many ever we made for calendars. So that's a monumental beer that we're excited to have.
It is monumental. We have another one that was up there. It was like a or something.
That's the oaked age sour cuvee. So that's the Derive, and that's next Monday's beer.
Next Monday.
Yeah. So that we'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Because you'll be on the road, right? Are you gonna be?
No, I'll be on the road Sunday.
Yeah, but on the road.
I'll be out. Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
Will you be coming to us from the Blackhawk Stadium?
Mm-hmm. Well, United Center. It's my plan. Maybe I'll find a new location. I don't know. But I think that the United Center basement is the right place.
It's for such a place, for such a beer with such gravitas.
Yeah, it's got to be the United Center basement. Yeah,
that's it.
We got a lot of shit going on the next few months.
A lot of juggling.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it all down. I've got a list at home. I've got it queued up to start figuring some things out. Maybe some special guests. I don't know.
Would you say you've made a list?
I haven't made a list.
Are you gonna check it twice?
I've already checked it at least twice.
Okay.
And nothing. I don't really care how you behave. I don't care. You can do whatever you want.
Well, all I've got to say is that style sucks.
That style sucks. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you every day, pretty much, from here on out till Christmas. Bye.